Hey, good evening. We are very, very, very late tonight. That's okay, because this is actually a surprise stream. Because, I have tomorrow off. Alright, so once again, we had kind of a weird bojangle of a thing happen. Um, and that is basically, um, last time I streamed, I got way farther than I thought I ever could. Um, my team ended up beating the last boss fight of Ice. Um, and that opened up Sky, and here we are. And unfortunately, the stream hiccuped again and shut itself off, and then restarted again. So I just decided to call it there. It was only like a 30-minute video, all that nonsense. Anyway, so we're in Sky now. We're in the village of Funt, and we're kind of beginning the, I guess, the main thing that goes on in Sky. So let me just take a step out here. We'll take a look at Sky. Sky was always almost this like mystical place for me as a kid, just because it was so hard to actually get to it. Um, and it took forever to get here, and you finally did get here. It's huge. It's a big fucking map. Um, it has almost like a sacred thing to me, if that makes any sense. The big gimmick here is that all of the villages, there's no humans in Sky. They are all monsters. Um, so the monsters run all the villages and the cities, and they are the main ones who are uh, handing out the details of the quest for the item that exists here. Um, I think we're looking for the light orb. I think that's the thing we're trying to find. I have to say, um, compared to Ice, Sky feels a lot less organized thematically. Where in Ice you had three kingdoms, each had a problem you need to help solve, and that was that. Whereas in Sky, you just kind of doodle around and eventually get close to um, what you're looking for. Um, you're a stranger. You make me very suspicious. I won't let you get past me. So the big gimmick, well, not the big gimmick. So we got the ability to pass over open skyline now. It's not like swimming. You basically pick a direction and you go there until you've hit something where you bounce off the mountains. Um, and see, oops. Da, go. However, all of the mountain ridges here, or the edges of the islands, are all surrounded by mountainsides. So we have to, uh, we have to go through that tower where the bighorn is guarding, and he won't let us through because we don't look like a monster. So we need the change staff, I believe. So yeah, there's a lot going on here. Sky has a lot better variety of monsters too. Um, but it's pretty hard to actually collect any of them. We do actually get one more boss. This is the last boss. Um, that actually joins us in the game. But I don't think it's for a while, maybe. I actually don't remember where it is. This guy's kind of unique because it's in that point in a game. Oh, look. Speak of the devil. Zeal. Let's see what Zeal can do. It's level 20. 70 attack, 64 defense, 130 intelligence, or 130 agility, 159 intelligence. So pretty smart, pretty fast. Oh my gosh, you can call Harp Charge up and Warcry. So that's a bunch of really good skills we already have access to. I'm half tempted to just leave Phobos. We'll keep giving it a shot. I always really liked Feint Slime. It's an interesting design. I don't think it ever really shows up in the franchise past this game. I may be mistaken though. Okay. Let me double check the stream here just to be safe. Yep. Okay, still going. The great sage Ugor saved the world with the light orb. The light orb must have been very powerful to do that. So I'm kind of getting this is like the hint that that's probably the thing we're looking for. The great sage, after saving the world, sealed the light orb away. It was sealed high in the tower. He feared that its power would be misused by those of impure thought to become king of monsters. So the light orb could be dangerous if it falls in the wrong hands. You've come all this way. Take the time to pay respect to Ugor. His grave, you can't miss it. Some time ago, lightning struck the tower, causing it to buckle. Did someone do it deliberately? Can't be right. The orb was guarded by the great sage. You're about to go after the light orb so you can be the king? I suggest you lose that thought now. A suspension bridge is in the south, but it's under guard. No one suspicious is allowed to cross. A human would never be permitted. On its headstones. Kobe check the grave. Tombstone's got a moss. 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 There's an inscription. Here lies Ugor, the great sage and the world's savior. Who disturbs my sleep? A visitor from another world. This indeed is a rare occasion. However, no one must be permitted to obtain the light orb. It has been sealed away to sleep. Yes, in the same way I do. Okay, bye. Good talk. Moss. Yeah. Moss, okay. Nobody can defy the orb's bearer. It has absolute power over the will of monsters, they say. That's a hell of a thing. Okay, sorry. The tower's gate is tightly sealed. Anyone with a trace of any wildness is kept out by magic. Any monsters still wild? Are they? Is a good question. I don't think they're not good. A huge bird perches atop the tower every so often. I tell you, it's creepy. It's a good thing we didn't take Zerd or whatever the name was. The top of the tower collapsed when it was hit by lightning. We're trying to put up a ladder to see if we can't get a look in. Fine, you've done well to quell the wild heart that beats inside. You've earned the right to enter. So yeah, this is fairly, like, it's a cool gimmick, but it's fairly easily removed. Because you can just breed monsters. Saberman, we could use him. Oh god. If we breed that Saberman with excuse me, with Coney, we can get a Robuster. Which is a really cool one. So that's one of the ones I always wanted. Too bad it's dead now. Manbear is an interesting monster. I don't think I've ever really used them that much. They're one of those weird ones, like, I don't think you can just make one from, like, material in some other family. It's one of those, like, it's not. Oh, look, we got one. um, Crim. That's a good name. I like Crim. Lots of defense, lots of agility, lots of intelligence. Oh my gosh. That's an insane amount of intelligence. Reckless. Knows bounce and transform. Ooh, what a cool dude. You know what? We're gonna take Crim. I want Crim to come with us for a little bit. Never really used this thing before. As I was saying, it's one of those monsters where it's not uncommon, but it's not rare. Um, just kind of in that weird, inconvenient middle. Or, maybe I did, but it was like a long time ago. Maybe this is like a scripted, like you could get a few monsters pretty easily in every world, and that's one of them. Alright, we need to do this. Whoa, that's cool. Turn into Mora. Mora 2, that's so. What an interesting mechanic. Wait, I don't. Clean cut. Shoot, what is Iron Turret? Is that a dragon? Wait, why'd I do that? I need to save my. Fuck. Ow. There goes Mora 2. Rip and sip. Getting a little hairy in here. Cody is way behind on levels. I just realized that. She just keeps slipping. Might be a good time to breed her, honestly. Might be time to breed a couple of these guys together. I need to breed Mora and shit. No, uh-oh. Guess we need to make a run for the gate. Good job, Crim. Let's see about making some things here. Oh, we can make a rogue knight. Those are neat. I'm kind of filling up on space here too. I might need to actually just like breed some together just to get rid of them. Is wild slime or fang slime good for? Nothing particularly interesting right now, unfortunately. That nonsense off. Oh, you know what? I forgot to announce this is going on. Whoops. Okay. Um, so here's my plan. Maybe. So I'd give us wind merge. That'd be a pretty good wind merge, I think, honestly. I think I'm going to put my current team to sleep. I think that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to get a whole bunch of a few new ones. I'm going to keep Krim. Krim's going to stick around, and then put my big three to sleep. And breed up some new guys, kind of free up some space here. See if anyone's actually useful. Like the Cactoball needs to go. That's the big one, I think. Do I need to put them in? I don't think I need to put them in the farm to get them to sleep first. Stupid touchpad. Oh, I do. Son of a bitch. Oh, we can do Phobos while we're here. Let's put Squizzle to sleep too. Phobos. We'll put Moon and Coney away. And then to sleep. There we go. Okay. So now they're not going to gain any levels or any wildness while we're off doing shenanigans. Okay. Alright. Give me a sec. I'm going to look up some stuff. Actually, let's go in this room. Okay, Cactoball's nobody. Healer. I think Healer is mostly good for a Mime Slime, but we have a Devil for that. So, let's skip that for right now. I do like the Mime Slime. That's really cute. Yeah, just Mime Slime, One-Eye Clown. Oh, just One-Eye Clown, Evil Wand, or Tree Boy. So we have none of those. Pearl Gem. I've looked this up before. I don't think it's anything. Yeah, nothing. Landau. I think Landau was like either Wild Ape or Unicorn. I have a couple that are similar. The beasts are kind of weird. They all overlap with each other. Oh, Bone Slave. That's pretty important. We don't need a Mad Condor. We can make a Trumpet or something else. Mad Goose. Fuck would you have Mad Goose for? Okay, so I'm gonna say we're gonna hold on to him until we get a mummy. So we get a Bone Slave. Tree. makes a curse lamp. Maybe. That's literally the only thing it's good for, though. Janu. It's bear. Nothing. Draki. Nocto King, Snakebat, or Exaucers. Those are all kind of unique. I like the Nocto King, I think, the best. He's kind of cool. He's a pink bat dog thing. We don't have an arrow dog for that. Oh, we'll hold on to Draki, I think. Gamanian. Closter is probably the big one. A Devil family. Hammerman. Ogre. Or Foo Hero. I have the Tree Boy, though. Finally, Fang Slime. Unicorn, Super 10, or Mudron. Okay, so it seems like Cactus Ball, Healer, Pearl Gel, Ant Bear. I think it was 4. And one of them is a male. I could probably breed Zeal too. I don't really have any need for. Yeah, I don't really have any need for anything that I can get out of a Fang Slime. So let's see. Mad plants. Yeah, just a mad plant for that. Healer. Not a lot of options here. I think that's probably the best bet right there. We'll make a unicorn. Unicorn's interesting because they can actually learn a revival spell, which is like really rare in this game. Oh yeah, forgot about the Mad Bear. nothing. Just a gizmo and an evil seed, so. I think it's a jewel bag. Not really sure which of these is better. I guess we'll do the healer, because then we can actually use that to get a... Well, hold on a sec. We'll do this. Because then we can still get a Mime Slime. It's not a huge loss. Oh no, I think I triggered the thought bots. Okay. So a big theme I'm seeing going forward is we really need a lot more devils. We need one-eyed clowns, we need devils for making ogres. Just generally we need a lot more of those. Let's take 200. So you may wonder what I'd happen to do on the few minutes I have of free time when I'm not streaming. And the answer is I play more Dragon Quest or Dragon Warriors. Um, I I've been playing through again the beginning of this game, and I happen to have I picked out, and I'm only using basically like the lowest of the low in Oasis. So it's a Cactoball, um, and a Spot Slime and a Spooky. Those are pretty much. They don't have any skills. They have pretty much really low stat growth. Um, they don't do a whole lot of anything. Salmon. Try again. Sharo. That's a good one. I guess we didn't. Um, and I've noticed something here, and I need to kind of put this together in like a PowerPoint slide, maybe for tomorrow. But a lot of these early, Sulo. A lot of these early monsters that you get a hold of, every monster gets 3 skills, right? But a couple of those aren't actually, they're not even able to be learned. by that monster. Now, let's go up to the library and I'll give you an example. So let's look at the entry for Spot Slime here. It learns Lush Licks, Call Help, and Imitate. Now, you might think those all sound pretty good. Imitate cannot be learned unless you have Transform and one other spell already learned in your repertoire. Transform is kind of tricky to find. Man Mirror gets it apparently, but that's really it. So if you wanted a monster that could actually use Imitate, you want a Spot Slime that could actually use Imitate, you would have to breed it several times. Let's look at Cactoball. High Jump, Paralyze, and Odd Dance. Again, these sound pretty good, except when you go and look at Paralyze, you need Nap Attack and Poison Hit, neither of which Cactoball learns naturally. So, a lot of these little guys, Mega Magic, you will never see a slime use Mega Magic, I can guarantee that. Heal Us. Bee Dragon. So, really, they only have about 2 skills that they're ever going to learn properly. Geyser. Bino was probably never going to learn Geyser. Metal Cut. Metal Cut's actually really an interesting move. This one, so we've talked about the cuts before, how they're either an elemental or they target a specific family for extra damage. Metal Cut doesn't do either of those things. It specifically does extra damage to metallic enemies. So enemies made of armor, machinery, or metalies. So Metabol, Metal King, Metally, all of those. So it's kind of a unique skill. But if you go into the strategy guide and you look at the back page of all the spells, there's a description or a note next to some of them that will tell you the skills that they need in order to actually learn the spell. Let's just go and look and see if Metal Hit, Metal Cut is one of those. Here we go. Nope, it's not. Let's look at Healus. Vivify, that's the one. That's Revival. Let's see if we can even use this. Grows into Revive. Okay. So it's kind of an interesting development that a lot of these early game monsters are actually kind of kneecapped. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Alright, let's look at our babies, see what we have here. So, high intelligence and agility, about the same. Really, unless you have a specific meat stick monster, I think high intelligence and agility seem to be kind of like a standard thing. Now let's go to Pirate. That'll be easy to get to. Thanks, Crib. Heal. That's good. Still also knows heal and upper and fireball. Cool. It might be a little bit quiet tonight. I didn't get any sleep last night. I worked a full 12-hour shift of throwing lots of very heavy things, just trying to cover down for people who don't really know how to do the job. Uh, Took care of sick babies. And now I'm just thoughts empty, head empty. Crim, beast, monster. So a note on skills. Um, so your monster will learn the three that it already can learn as its species. Then it will learn the three that its parents could learn each, so that's a total of six more. Um, and then it will learn other skills or other spells that the parents had already known if they were bred previously. And then after that, they will start teaching themselves learn spells. Like Mora taught himself Squall Hit. Um, just because he had the adjacent spells that were needed to automatically unlock it. Um, Now, if you breed a monster, like we bred Alpher. Oh, that's cool. Wish you could see that. Uh, oh god, his health is so low now. We bred Alpha, but we didn't learn all of the spells that Alpha's parents knew, so those are gone now. I don't even remember what those were really. Um, so you're going to have to take some acceptable losses in that front. Um, there's also the problem of you have a limited amount of slots. You have 8 spell slots per monster, and you have to pick out what 8 spells you really want to keep. If you're going for the maximum amount of options possible, you automatically get rid of the ones that the monster itself could learn uh, as its species, because those will be relearned as the offspring automatically. Whereas if you're like doing this 2 or 3 generations long, it can take it could take a lot more time to get back a spell if you delete it and you had nothing that actually learned it. I hope that makes sense. Mora's at the point. I think he's got 8 now. He's at the point where if he learns another spell, we're gonna have to delete something to make space. Jesus. Those are some huge stat growths. I think we need to be careful with transform. God damn. It looks like that, like, so he mimicked the Mad Gopher and it changed his stats to be the Mad Gopher stats, but I think may have been permanent. Like, he never got his HP back after the battle. Just kind of weird. Not sure how I feel about that. Oops. It's not where I begin to doze off. I have been streaming almost an hour already, so I think I'm doing pretty good, honestly. Especially again for like no sleep. Uh, So you can see the result of when a monster's too wild. They'll just ignore you. Which is sometimes okay. Do what they need to. Oh, God damn it. Oh. Oh, that spends my money. I thought it went and got money. Damn it. Okay. That's kind of interesting, though. So I'm pretty sure we could sell that potion for more than we just spent on it. It's an interesting spell in a game that doesn't really have a whole lot of interesting field spells. Um, Dragon Warrior 3 has a lot more interesting field ones. There you go, Sulo. I think we're only going to go till 2, so that's another 30 minutes or so. After that, I can't keep my eyes open. I'm already drifting pretty bad. So it might already be evident. Oops. I'm trying to remember where the one-eye clowns are. They're up to the west, northwest here. There's a specific area for them. I just don't remember which one it was. There they are. Just fucking piss in the dust. Yes. We got one, ladies and gentlemen. Pian. And displays. Okay. Very cool. Cool. That looks like we got one for sewer to make a mime slide. How many do we need? We need one for an ogre. Got to think about this. We need a couple now. Damn it, Crit. That is hilarious. He keeps that HP gain, or actually HP loss, turned into a slime. It's kind of absurd. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, there's Meadow Cup. Okay. Oops. When does Sulu die? Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm kind of falling asleep here. Oh well. It's kind of bummed I didn't get to use uh, Mad Gopher. When I first played this game the first time, I used him on my team. He gets Zombie Cut, which is actually really good for the Dead Captain boss fight. Well, not really good. It does a little extra damage. It's the thought that counts. Oh shit. Okay, sports fans, I think I'm gonna call it. I just can't stay awake. So we'll continue this tomorrow. Same fun time, same fun channel. We're probably gonna go back to Sky though. Alright. Just a little short stream. I hope you all have a terrific week. It's my weekend now, so hope you enjoy yours. Oh wait, it's Sunday tomorrow. Yeah, it's Sunday. Have a good Sunday, guys. Good night.